What's up, everybody? I just got out of traffic court where I had an amazing victory. But first, before I get into this, I want to let you all know that I've recently just gained 1,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you all so much for this awesome accomplishment. Still haven't had all the watch hours that I need yet to be monetized, but that's okay. I'm so ecstatic that I have 1,000 subscribers, and I couldn't do it without all of you. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to everybody for all your subscribing and helping me out with this channel. So if any of you have been following my little saga here, on April 14th, I got pulled over by this awful cop, young guy, early 20s, just treating me terrible. And I filed a complaint with the police department. They took his side. Basically, this whole mess. And he gave me 2 tickets for one was for the registration and one was for the stickers that are on the front of your car, whatever that's called, the emissions or whatever. So that was expired, the inspection, that's right. So I pled not guilty to that ticket because I wanted to have my day in court, even though I realized those documents were slightly expired by like 2 weeks. I wanted to be able to just go in front of the judge and tell him, you know, look, I was treated inappropriately. Maybe you can give me a little leniency with these tickets because I didn't know that they were expired, and you know, I felt like it was a little excessive to give me these tickets. So I showed up at court today. Actually, the officer wasn't there, which I thought that the officer always had to be there. The officer who pulled you over had to be there, but apparently on things like registration, it's a different prosecutor that's there. So the officer wasn't there. I was kind of hoping I would get to see him to kind of maybe like, I was honestly going to ask him for an apology for the way he treated me. But even though I know I would never get that, but I was treated very poorly by him. And I just wanted him to look me in the eye, you know, so he knows what he did. Anyways, he wasn't there. So in this case, but normally when you go to fight a ticket, that's how it is. The officer is there who pulled you over, and then you go in there, and the officer first states in front of the judge, he says his side of the story. Then you get a chance to ask him questions, and then you get a chance to say your side of the story. And then the judge might ask you a few questions, and that's about it. Then the judge makes a decision. And I wanted to go to court too to get a chance to wear my custom-made suit that I have here. I got this suit tailor-made when I was over in Thailand because, you know, as you guys know, my proportions, it's tough to find a suit. So this suit was tailor-made to fit my body. It was only $200 over in Thailand. So if anyone wants to get their own, if any other bodybuilders out there want to get a suit that contours to your body, that's where you got to do it. I'll show you. Like, because normally when you get a jacket that's like, you know, a 52, it would come with pants that are way too big around the waist for someone like me. But yeah, I'm happy with how this looks. And it was only $200 because things are cheap over in Thailand. So that's also why I wanted to do this court hearing, because it gave me a chance to show off my my nice custom tailor-made suit. Anyways, at this hearing though, it wasn't like a typical hearing. It was a different officer there who was acting as the prosecutor. And I walk in there with him before the judge comes in. We went in there just to go over some things. He asked me if my registration has been taken care of. I pulled it out of my pocket, showed him that it was taken care of, told him that I also had the emissions inspection taken care of, and he said, I normally don't make a big deal about these type of things. I don't know why. so many police officers write tickets like this for this type of thing. I also explained to him, because he was being very nice to me, he was actually a good cop, which, as I stated in videos before, I'd say most cops are good cops, but there are, unfortunately, some really bad ones out there, like the guy who pulled me over. But this cop was being very nice, and I told him how inappropriately I was treated. He actually had a laptop there with him, and it had the body cam footage from my time that I was pulled over. So he was able to pull it up, and he watched maybe 5 or 10 seconds of it, and he was like, all right, I've seen enough. This officer is a real asshole. And then he was like, I'm gonna, we're just gonna get rid of both of these tickets. So then he called the judge in. The judge comes in, and the officer explained to him about that, we're dropping all these charges, dropping the tickets. And the judge said, okay, Mr. Haynes, just make sure in the future that you keep your paperwork and everything up to date, and you don't let things expire. And that was it, and I thanked everybody. So overall, it was a very pleasant experience. So in the end, I came out on top. I still am upset about how I was treated by the officer, but as this prosecuting officer, who was very nice to me, explained that these days, nowadays, with this whole movement going on, nobody wants to be a cop. So their choice of applicants is very small, and the good people are not applying to be cops anymore. So the only people that are becoming cops are the ones that shouldn't be. So a lot of these young guys that are coming up, early 20s, they're these guys with like a chip on their shoulder who are just being a cop to act tough and inappropriate. So that's basically what he explained to me. And, so overall, it was a really good experience. So I would say to any of you out there, if anything like this ever happens to you, don't cave in. I don't know how many of my friends told me, just pay the ticket and be done with it, and just put this all behind you and forget about it. But Mark's not like that. Mark's a fighter. So that's what I did. I fought till the very end, and I don't know, maybe I still might submit a request to get that body cam footage so I can post it up on YouTube and social media, so that people can see how this officer is acting. That way, maybe if enough people complain about that officer, then he might get disciplined or something, because it was really inappropriate and poor on his part. So that's my story. Mark won, and I'm very, very relieved now I can put this behind me. So that's basically it. Thank you all, to all of you who've watched the video, made it this far. Thank you for following me. Thank you for subscribing. We're reaching all these goals that I'm shooting for, and I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the support. There's more stuff coming soon. I got lots of ideas for videos here, so keep following that channel. Thank you.